and your wife's the backbone, eh?
She really wanted to buy the place, a lot more than me. She's like, it's my thing, pizza. And I said, okay, let's go for it. And, I put in 25, 30 years running restaurants as an executive chef. So this was kind of like, there's a little tiny pizza joint. I'll just have some fun, do the ordering. It turned out to be a lot more work than that, but that's a good thing. But, for years, she made the dough at home. When people would come over, we had a party. She was the one putting out 10 pizzas all the time, keeping people happy with pizza. She just loved doing it. And here she is right now. So I was just telling Pam how in San Diego I was executive chef at different restaurants, and you were the pastry chef extraordinaire. And no classical training, but Kitty just took to it, and really people loved her desserts. And then she's, like I said, started making pizzas at home a lot when we would entertain. And that was kind of her thing. It was a lot of pizza going out. So moving here and getting to know all the local farmers and buying produce from them is really cool. Most of what I pick up is all seasonal. I mean, I buy my lettuce all year long, and I buy some of the things that keep growing, like the beets are local. They can kind of keep those. There's not too many gaps in the beets, so I have a really popular salad that I keep on the menu, the pickled beet, which I haven't taken off in a while, but. I am buying, whatever's in season. I walk through the farmer's market looking at things and just my mind's twisting about what's the next thing on my menu all the time. I want to, put something new on. I know I'm losing pears, so I have to go to persimmons on a certain salad or something like that. So every time I do that, I'll even write a few things down just to make sure that I don't forget what came to the market today. So I do it 52 weeks a year, or maybe 50, and so I got a good idea of what's coming and going. And I also buy from like Orland Farmstead Creamery. So I buy my cheese local. I buy my olive oil local from Pacific Sun. I mean, some of the best olive oil I've ever tasted. It grows here. This is olive oil. So I'm really trying to take advantage of the area because it's like I said, it's a great place to own a restaurant.
Chico is, I feel like it's really a great place for foodies like us. It just, people, they want to eat well here. I just think that, it is a little, I think a lot of people that live here because it is a little bit, you're just a little bit closer to the land and your food source and different things. It's nice. I had an aunt who I adored. Her name was Aunt Dorothea, and one of her jobs when she was a young girl is that her family lived on a ranch, and she fed the ranch hands every day, breakfast, lunch, and like supper, basically is what they called it, right? And so my mom used to tell me about these horrors of poor Aunt Dorothea, but Aunt Dorothea, I was like pretty perky about serving these hungry dudes 3 times a day, and she was just the cutest thing ever, and I just loved her job, and I was like, I just want to have my own little place and serve people lunch. And I'm like, okay, well, you better watch out what you wish for because you might just get it.
And then some.
I have my own little place and I serve people lunch.
Nice, very nice. Yeah. How about you? What food?
I grew up in New Jersey, and I'm around a lot of Italians, and the Italians just love to cook, as you know. And so my mom wasn't a big cook. I had 2 brothers, but she really wasn't into it. She did it because it was a job. But when I went to these other friends' houses, my girlfriends and my friends, their moms were like around the table all day long,
They were Italian.
trying to get me to eat.
Yeah.
Manja. And so I felt that, and I think when I was 15, I got a job in the restaurant. I was bussing, washing dishes, and 17, I found a job at a country club as a first cook, and the chef was a graduate of the Culinary Institute of America. So he said to me after about 6 months, he goes, you ought to take a visit to this school. I think you'd like it. And it just kind of snowballed, and I just fell in love with cooking, and always have.
And the rest is history. And the rest is history.
45 years.
Oh, wow. So do you have a favorite pizza?
Yeah, mine's the pig in the shroom, I'd have to say.
Oh man, it's really hard. I say the smoky blue probably for me. Yeah, the smoky blue is it's one of our chicken pizzas with blue cheese. I'm pretty big fan with blue cheese with anything, but this has pesto and arugula and then extra virgin olive oil. So it's a very California style pizza because I'm a California girl and that's the kind of pizza I like. So we have a definite mix because Tim thinks that he likes his New Jersey style pizza. Yes, he does.
I grew up on that type of pizza too. So there's an East Coast, it's called here, which is just red sauce, mozzarella, pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms, onions, and peppers.
It's pretty much our top seller.
And it's our top seller. I mean, people just like that too. But then we try to go outside the realm and do a little something different with some of the other pizzas. Right now we have one called the what's it called, the Frenchie.
Oh, yeah.
And somebody said something at the market today. They're like, pears on the pizza? I couldn't believe how good that was. And you matched it with brie and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, why not?
And we have a lot of vegan options as well. We have a big vegan following. So, we have our regular dough and our red sauce are both vegan. So that's a really nice, easy start for a lot of, people.
Well, anything you'd like to add? Any kind of a message for Chico, or about whatever you want to talk about?
Buy local. That's
Yeah.
Eat
local.
I mean, I sometimes I'm amazed when I go into Raley's and there's so many people in there, and they're all buying all that produce. I'm like, why aren't you people at the farmers market on Saturday? I mean, it's really much better than what you're going to find here, and it'll help.
The farmers market's pretty nice, too.
Support the local, farmers, and so I guess that's my message.
Okay.